So today we are covering Lightning Data Service, that is a LDS in LWC component. How does work it? So first we will learn Lightning Data Service to insert and update the contact record. So here we will learn without writing a class method code how to insert contact record. Here you can see there are multiple field I call in this component: first name, last name, email, phone, account name, and lead source. So there are multiple field I display, and all of the input field not displaying through code. Here I will apply Lightning Data Service element. Okay. So here I will not create a cancel button, save button. Lightning Data Service will automatically display all of the input fields and button and cancel. All of things it will display. Lightning Data Service automatically. We not create a button, cancel or each and everything. Okay. We need to apply only Lightning Data Service element. So how does work it? First of all, let me understand what is Lightning Data Service. Lightning Data Service is a powerful tool provided by Salesforce that allow Lightning Web component to insert, update, record without Apex class code. That means without writing a Apex class code, we can insert, edit, and update the record. It will work both of the object, a standard object and custom object. Doesn't matter. So Lightning Data Service, we need to insert, update, and create a record without writing a Apex class code. So in this class, we not creating a method. So there are multiple type of the element apply in the Lightning Data Service. What kind of element apply? There are, if you using create a record, we need to apply Lightning record form. If you update the record, we need to use Lightning record edit form. If you want to only visible view display the record, we need to apply Lightning record view form. So these are the element apply in the Lightning Data Service. Okay. So through this element, we will display the all of the input value. So if you using Lightning record form, here you can see if you applying the Lightning record form element, some attributes are mandatory. What kind of attributes? The object API, this is a attribute. So you need to apply object API name, then record ID, then fields. These are the mandatory object API name, record ID, and fields. Then on success. If you want to display toast message, you can use on success. And if you want to display in two column, you need to apply column. So these are the attribute if you want to display Lightning Data Service. So first we will learn how to create insert record through Lightning record form. Okay. Then we will be learn how does work Lightning record view form. That means in the Lightning record view form, we will be able to data as a view mode, not edited mode. Okay. So this is a Lightning record form. For example, you can see once a record created, we can easily edit the existing record and save. So we can easily edit the record, update the record through Lightning Data Service. And in the view, if you apply the view edit form, so in the view edit form, there is no edit button available. Okay, that means we not able to edit the record. So we can easily edit the record. We cannot. We can usually we can display as a view mode. That means only view mode, not edited mode. And we can insert a record once click on the button. So all of the record, edit, insert, view will work without writing a apex class method. Only use element. These are the element. You can see these are the element. So got it, Deborah?
So we have only the view method. View. In that
Yes.
only we will
Yeah,
view.
these are the element for lightning data service. If you using insert record, apply this element. If you using the edit record, apply this element. If you want to display only view mode, apply to this element. Okay. So now let me go on the Visual Studio Code and write the practical experience. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first, let me understand how does work insert, how to insert record of contact. So here I created a component name is a training data service LWC. I created all of the component starting from training so that I can easily identify this component created only for training purpose. You can create as per your requirement, but here we are learning. So for the learning purpose, in the starting all of the component I created from training so that we can easily identify this component I created for training purpose. Okay. So training data service LWC. That means here I will learn. That means here we will be learn how does work Lightning data service in LWC component. So simply start Lightning card title Lightning data service in LWC. Okay. So first we will be learn how to insert a record. So today insert a record will not required create a class method. So first we will be learn how to create this component. Okay, how to create this all of the how to create component, how to visual all of the input field. So use lightning, this one, lightning record form. If you applying lightning record form, that means you want to insert a record. Okay, so first keep attention to learning, not writing. Lightning record form, select this one, lightning record form, this one. Okay, you can see lightning record form, this one. So if you want to insert a record through Lightning Data Service, some attributes are mandatory. What attribute? Record ID. You should mention record ID. It is a mandatory. Record ID, I will create a variable. So here I am defining only record ID. Then object API name. This one. That means which object you want to insert a record. Okay. Here I will pass a object name. Then fields. Which field want to display. And fields. So all of the variable I will create inside the JavaScript and pass here. First I define a structure. And if you want to display toast message, once click on the button, record created successfully, I want to display toast message. So here I will use on success, on this one. These are the attribute on success and pass handle date action. This these are the attributes are mandatory. Okay. Now nothing created input, first name, last name input. This lightning record form will automatically display all of the fields like this. It will automatically display cancel and save button. Here I am not mentioning save, cancel button, first name, last name, nothing. This element will automatically create this kind of the form. So how to pass? First, we need to pass record ID. So here in the export method, use @API. Keep remember record ID like this, not R is a capital. Syntax will be same word. Record R is small letter, I is a capital letter. It will automatically get the current record ID of record. So this record ID I will pass here. Okay. Then object API name. Which object you want to create? @API. Here I want to display. Here I want to create contact record. Con OBJ record equal to bracket. Pass the API name of the object. Here I am inserting record of contact. So pass the object name. Okay. So this API pass here object API name. Then fields. Fields, there are multiple fields. First name, last name, phone, email. There are multiple fields. So here I will display. So here I will create a array like record fields. Okay, record fields. This is a array. And which variable pass here? First we need to import all of the fields. Import. Let's suppose first I am importing first name equal to from schema Salesforce. Schema dot not @Salesforce schema dot object name dot field name. That's it. So first I am importing field name of contact. This is a object, then this is a field name. So first I am importing the field name. So first name I am importing. Similarly, I want to import other fields. So let's suppose here I am importing
Last name.
last name. Yeah, good. So this is a variable name. This is a field name. Okay. No, this one last name. And here I want to fetch email. Then email. Then phone. Like phone. Then I want to display account ID. It is a lookup. Okay. Account ID. It is a lookup. I want to display a pick list value as well. So there is a lead source is a pick list value. Lead source. Okay. So one by one I fetch all of the fields. import all of the fields. This is a object name, this is a field name. Similarly, importing all of this variable I will pass in the list here, record fields. So I want to display first name, so I will pass first name dot comma, simply pass last name. So one by one I will pass here inside the array. Last name, email, phone, record ID, lead source. So first I import the field, then here I am passing same variable. Okay. After that, this list I will pass field in the fields because all of the fields I am passing here. So in the fields, I will pass this variable here. Okay. Deborah got it?
Yes, sir.
First I importing all of the variables. First I importing all of the fields, then pass here. This variable I am passing here. So there are multiple attributes. These are the attributes are mandatory. These are element. Record, Latin record form, it is a elements. Inside the element, I am passing attribute record ID coming from here. Object API name. Which object API name? This is a contact. This is a con object record. Con object API you can use. Okay. Con object API. This one. Then these are the records fields. This one. Here I am passing. Now, once record created successfully, I want to display toast message. Okay. So this is a on success. If you pass on success, that means it will display toast message. So now click copy this function and we need to create a function here. So you already know if you want to display toast message in LWC component, first we need to import a module of show toast event. Okay, so import show toast event from
Import spelling, sir.
yes, Deborah?
Import spelling. Import. Import.
Yes, import show toast event from lightning platform then show toast event. Okay, so once click on the button, if record created successfully, I want to display toast message. So this is a show toast event. So first create a variable constant. So toast equal to new. This is a module and toast message always exists as a multiple value. So I creating a object and this is a title. Success message record created or updated. We work for both successfully. Then variant equal to no, variant colon success. And remove the comma from last one. After that, here this dot dispatch event and pass this variable inside this dispatch event. Okay. Now save both of the file deploy this file to the Salesforce form. Let me check why not deploy successfully. Let's close this one. Account type of a subject field, account. Okay. Invalid reference, contact.account. Okay. Okay. Account ID, not account. Because this is a account ID lookup field. In the contact account ID, not account. So display error because reference not correct.
And first line also import is there, na? Why red
Uh,
is coming? Why red line is coming in first line?
import IMPO art. Okay, correct. Import.
Name first line first line
No,
में
it will
red.
be automatically correct.
Hmm.
Based on this error, this is displaying. Once I deploy successfully, it will automatically error not display. So now I correct the field name. Now save and deploy once again. Yeah, you can see my file deploy successfully. You can see here all of file deploy. This is my component. This is my JavaScript. This is my meta XML file. So in the meta XML file, you can see in the meta XML file, I mention only target, app page, record page, and home page. Okay, that's it. It is a common for each and every component. So if you deploy the component, not required each and every component separately deploy. If you deploy any of the component like HTML, JavaScript, and meta XML file, all file will automatically deploy. Okay. Now after deploy successfully, now go to Salesforce org and call the my component. So first need to refresh the page. Okay. And here first copy this component so that not typing on the page. Only simply copy the component and refresh, edit, edit the page, and search your component. I already copied my file name, so simply paste. This is my component name, training data service LWC. Simply select and drag and drop here. Okay, and save. Go back. So here you can see my component is visible. Cancel and save button also visible. I did not define cancel button. Only I define Latin record form and attributes I apply. And in the JavaScript, I imported all of the input. I imported all of the fields and passing here. This variable I passing here. So form automatically created through Latin record form. Latin record form, it is a Latin data service element. It will automatically create. Okay. If you want to display more fields, you need to simply add here, import here, and pass variable here. Field will automatically display on the page. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now my page not display formatting good. I want to display two columns. Okay. Left and right like this. First name, last name, email, phone like this. So how to do it? In the Latin data service here, we need to define attribute here. here we need to define attributes column. This one. If you define 2, it will divide into 2 parts. If you define 3, it will automatically divide into 3 parts. Let's suppose here I am passing 2. Now deploy the code once again. Now refresh. My component not refresh. Let's refresh once again. You can see only I pass column to the Lightning Data Service automatically divided into 2 columns. Similarly, if you passing 3, it will automatically divided 3. If you want to display 3 columns, pass 3, save and deploy once again. You can see automatically divided into 3 columns. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So now I am displaying 2 columns. 2 columns is a base practice. And here I want to display a space between the, you can see there is no space horizontally in both sides. Okay. So I want to give a space around the container. So here inside the lightning card, I create another one div. This div will close after this. This div close after this lightning record form here. And how to give a space? I want to give a space horizontally because there is no space. So I will apply class name, class equal to SLDS P around medium. SLDS P, that means it will give a space inside the container. Deploy. You can see there is a space created inside the container. Okay. So right now I change it from 3 columns to 2 columns. So it divided into 2 columns. Now let's try the create a record. Because in this method I not created a method apex class controller. So now let's create a record. Now open a contact. This is a contact. Now I open. Once click on the button save, one record will create and display here. So now let's test my data service working or not. So now let's create Vijay, Kumar. Let's put data and let's have putting some unique name. Okay, Vijay data Kumar service. So putting some unique name so that we can easily identify this record created from Lightning Data Service. Now Vijay at the rate test.com, phone number, put anything. This is the account. Let me search, select GG. This is the account and put web. Now save. You can see record created, updated successfully. One record created, and this is automatically available option. You can check, contact, and refresh. This is my newly created record. Contact. So this record created through Lightning Data Service, not creating a backslash method. This is a first name, this is a last name, this is a account. Okay. This is a email, this is a delete source, all of the value coming here. And automatically display edit mode. Same record. If you want to display edit, let's suppose I want edit the same record. Click here. it's automatically provided the edit button, pencil button. If click on the pencil button, automatically it will open in edit mode. And let's suppose I want to change value. Let's suppose I want to change value 1 and 1. Okay, now save. Record automatically updated. Not check this record will automatically updated. Here, you see record created and record we can update. And if you refresh the page, it will be go on original mode. Yes, we can create new record from here. So once created record, it will go on the edit mode, and so that we can edit the record. Once refresh the page, it will go on the original mode so that we can create new record. Deborah got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if you want to display as a view mode, that means if you click the button, we can edit the record. And if I don't want to edit, only I want to see the record as a not editable. That means you can see this is the edit mode. But click on the button, you can edit the record. Okay. But if we apply the view mode, pencil button will be automatically hide. So we need to apply another one element that is a view element. So now give a space VR VR and you can apply here H2 strong and here we apply this time I will apply view mode lightning record. These are the lightning record view for this one. If we apply this element, it will automatically hide the edit button like this. Like this. Here it will not allow to edit the record. So how to do it? This time I am applying Lightning record view for. Before I apply Lightning record for. Both are the Lightning data service. But as per business requirement we can use. Sometimes business requirement we not allow to edit record. We can use this one. Sometimes requirement how to insert record quickly without adding a slash controller. We can apply this one. So now if you want to hide the edit mode, only view. So simply process are same. We need to apply attributes, record ID, object API name. This one record ID, object API name. This one, and here record ID will pass this one, and object API name will pass this one. Okay, and here and fields. This field not required here. Here I will use lightning output field. Lightning output field. So use div class equal to SLDS grid SLDS drive and apply div class equal to SLDS call SLDS size 6 of 12 SLDS P horizontal medium SLDS P bottom medium. So these are the P, that means padding. Here I am giving the space horizontally, here I am giving the space bottom. Then inside apply lightning output field. This one, lightning output field, and field name I want to display first name. First name, this is a first name. Now copy paste. This is a last name. Okay. So now let me save and deploy the code. First let me check two fields. Then later will be add another one fields. Okay. So now let me save and deploy the code. My code deployed successfully. Now refresh. So in the lightning page, edit view not displaying. Why? Because it will be get the record based on the record ID. And here the contact record ID not getting. So if you want to display the edit and view mode, simply go to the Java, go to the contact, open any of the record. Let me suppose open first one, and we need to call this component in the detail record of the object. So here I am opening the contact record. So I will call this component into this record detail page. Okay, Deborah, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I opening the record, click the edit and edit page. So I want to display here. I will call here. So my component name is Lightning Training Data Service LWC. So simply copy the rename and copy the file. Copy and go to the record page here and drag and drop here. I want to display here. Okay, and save. This is my previous one. Save. Go back. As you can see, this is my component calling here. So first one, it is a display as a edit record. That means this one. So in the first, they are able to allow, we can edit the record. This is my first Latin record form. So they are Latin record form able to edit the record. You can see, but here there are no edit button to record, edit the record. So in the component, I pass only two output field, first for first name, second for last name, and two input field display. And both of the input field no displaying a edit button. So if you applying Latin record view form, that means you can only view. You can't edit, we can't create new record. But if you apply this one, we can create new record, we can edit the record. But if you using Lightning, if, but if you applying the Lightning record view form, to check the data, you need to call this component into the record detail page here. If you want to display another one field, simply copy and change the only field name. That's it. Last name, email, then copy and change the field name. Phone. Simply, if you want to display pick list value and account ID, only pass the field name. Account ID and pick list value like lead source, save and apply the code. Okay. Now refresh, it will visual all of the fields. You can see first name, last name, email, phone, account ID, and picklist value, all of the fields display. But if you applying the view mode, we can't edit the record. But if you here we can edit the record. So Deborah got it? How does work Latin data service? How to insert record, view record, edit record.
Yes. Yes, sir.
So now let's quick review the code. Okay. So today we learn how does work Latin data service. That means LDS. You can apply LDS. How does work Latin data service in LWC component. So you learn without writing Apex class controller method, any code of the Apex class method, we can insert record, edit the record, view the record. Okay. So here apply Lightning record form. If you using a Lightning data service, Lightning record form, some attributes are mandatory. Which attributes? We should require record ID. Record ID, that means it will store the, it will automatically get the record, current record. If you are using the record ID. Record ID, API name, that means which object you want to create a record. API name, then fields, which fields you want to display. Store and on success. If you creating a new record, I want to display toast message. Here I am passing on success, which is a function. And this is a column. If I want to display two columns, I will pass two. If I want to display three columns, it will be divided into three parts. And in the JavaScript, first I import all of the fields and one by one I passing here. Okay, inside the array. And this list of the fields I am passing inside here fields. So that if you want to remove, so remove from here and remove from here. So if you want to remove any of the fields, only remove from here. That's it. Okay, if you want to remove the lead source, automatically, let's suppose I want to remove this column. Okay, I want to remove two columns. First two, account ID and lead source. Then save and deploy the code. So don't remove import. If you don't remove the import part, only remove from the array, it will work. Let's suppose I am removing two fields, last two one. This one, it will, if I refresh, it will work. You see, only four fields are displaying here. It's very simple and easy to use. Okay. If any fields, if you want to add more fields, simply you need to import and comma and pass here. So it is very easy to use, easy to learn without writing a code. And this is a method that I want to display toast message, handle update action, this one. And if you want to only view mode, not edit. So here I'm using a lightning record view font, lightning record view font. That means it will be allow only view. And if you want to only view, you need to apply. These are the common record ID and API name. And these are the field, output field you need to apply. Output field, lightning output field. And here you need to pass the field name. That's it. If you want to add more, simply copy and paste and add the field name. If you want to remove from here, it will automatically work. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Deborah, how was today's session? What you learned?
It was very interesting today, like how we create the record and how we view the record and what are the attributes we use for that, for the
Okay.
LDS, that is very lightning. It's a
Okay.
lightning data service in
Yeah.
LWC, which is very important.
Okay.
And
So got it. Everything is clear.
yes,
Keep practice in your personal org. Okay. I will upload the recording session on my platform. You can go through the code and try keep practice in your personal org.
yeah.